Hello guys! Isang magandang gabi ulit sa ating lahat at ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon is how AI and psychology can reduce business owner stress and improve mental health. So ito yung topic natin ngayon. At talaga naman napakainit ng panahon, nakaka-exhaust talaga. But anyway, palamig naman uli ang ating panahon. So ito yung pag-uusapan natin guys. And ang maganda dito, we can learn how we could use AI to avoid stress and empower our business in the long term and thriving more. And at the same time, we will use the application that can prevent the stress measurement towards our productivity. So ito ang ano dito, ang topic natin. So without further ado guys, let us now discuss how psychology can prevent stress with the help of AI integration. So guys, ito na yung ating topic, how we could prevent stress and improve our mental health. So I would like to thank our sponsorship, yung TAAP, yung eJourney, and also GPTV for making this live broadcast so possible. So guys, this is our table of contents na kung saan ang pag-uusapan natin dito is kung paano ang what we could understand the mental health, bakit natin kailangan na pangalagaan ng ating mental health pagdating sa business, and the same time understanding the stress in business owner. So we will discuss the stress level among the Philippine business owner. So ano yung tinatawag nating the role of psychology in stress management? How this kind of tinatawag nating psychological principles can help reduce stress, and also AI solution for stress reduction. So we will have an overview of AI tools and technologies available for us to discuss and apply in our business. Of course, case study and success story, real life examples, AI and psychology in action. So of course, actionable strategy for business owner and practical step to reduce stress and improve mental health. And conclusion, ano ba yung kailangan nating action strategy or implementation so that we will be able to understand and how to avoid stress in the long run. Okay guys, facts. Ito yung dito sa Pilipinas. Running a business in the Philippines is really challenging. Lalong-lalo na kung alam niyo kung bakit masyadong stress ang business dito sa Pilipinas. Number one, yung pag-commute. When I was working in Manila, ito yung number one na talagang nakaka-stress din. Kahit may sarili ka sasakyan, pero maboburn out ka dahil sa traffic. And the number one thing na kaya naapektuhan yung performance level at natin because it affects our health. So kung walang technology na tumutulong sa atin ngayon ay hindi natin to maiwasan. So maraming level na sa Manila na talaga namang nakaka-stress. Number one doon yung pag-commute. Kasi let us face the real fact guys. Hindi ganun ka-convenient yung pag-commute sa Manila. Unlike sa ibang bansa na talagang katulad ng Hong Kong, katulad ng United Kingdom at saka sa Japan, maayos yung kanilang transportation system. May disiplina yung mga tao, sumusunod sa traffic and rules and regulation. But ang nakaka-contribute kasi dito sa Pilipinas, kung bakit masyadong stress ang level. Unang-una, let's face it, hindi masyadong umiiral ang disiplina natin dito sa Pilipinas. Maraming mga pasaway na driver, may mga kamoting rider, may mga tinatawag tayong talaga namang kala mo kung sino pag nakahawak ng manibela ay siga na at pag nahuli ay hindi sumusunod sa batas. So that's one way na nakakaapekto yung tinatawag nating productivity, ang stress level because so much traffic, inconvenience, pollution. Kaya yun yung tinatawag nating nakaka-contribute talaga. So why this matter? Kasi stress can reduce your productivity. Totoo naman kasi pag masyado tayong stress, talaga namang nawawalan ka ng gana, saka yung productivity mo medyo hindi maganda. And also, pagdating naman sa tinatawag nating mental health struggles can lead to burnout. Ito yung iba kaya hindi na pumapasok, ayaw nang ipagpatuloy yung kanilang work because nagkakaroon na sila ng mental health struggle. Nagkakaroon na sila ng burnout because of distress. At saka yung supporting mental wellness, napakahalaga nun for what we call yung crucial growth. So, if we cannot combat stress, talaga namang nakakabawas ng productivity. Lalong-lalo na ngayon sa Pilipinas na hindi pa rin binibigyan ng, sabihin na natin, sad to say, hindi binibigyan ng importansya pa rin ng government yung work from home. Kasi nga, hindi na masolusyonan yung tinatawag nating sobrang traffic sa Manila. And then, alam niyo naman, pag sobrang traffic, nababawasan din yung ating productivity. So, kailangan din natin bigyang pansin na kailangan talagang may mga matinong batas at saka yung implementation, yung mga leaders natin ay tumutulong din. At yung pare-pareho tayong mga Pilipino, we should have a self-discipline. Pero sad to say, malayo pa siguro yung mangyayari na magkaroon tayo ng self-discipline because, again, malaki ang pinagmumulan nito. So we should be able to understand that this thing will take some time and kailangan ng matinding leadership or implementation, maging example yung tinatawag nating mga implementers. So bakit napaka-importante nito? Because when you are stressed, your productivity level is actually affected. And of course, overall function, yung mental health mo, nagkakaroon ka ng tinatawag na masyadong burnout. So, we need to bantayan natin to. And of course, ang sunod natin understanding stress sa business owner. Dito sa Pilipinas, yung key Philippine stress statistic, overall, 60% ng mga Pilipino are reporting experiencing high level of stress, yung mga Filipino entrepreneurs. Sa mga business owner naman, anxiety yung number one na kalaban nila. Nagkakaroon sila ng financial instability. Of course, yung mental health support nila is often limited due to the lack of resourcefulness sa atin. So, bibihira lang kasi yung mga company na binibigyan talaga ng importansya yung pagdating sa mental health. And saka lang siguro mag-i-implement yung ibang company pag lumalala na yung situation ng tinatawag nating mga bagay-bagay na naka-affect sa isang company. So, anong explanation nito? Business owner rather juggles many roles from managing financing, leading to teams, which create constant pressure. Kasi pag meron ka talaga namang negosyo or you are a business owner or isa kang entrepreneur, talaga namang meron constant pressure yan. So, ito ngayon pag-uusapan natin kung paano makakatulong si AI in managing your stress. So, whether we like it or not, if you are a business owner, nandun talaga yung stress, hindi yan mawawala. Lahat naman talaga may stress yan when you are going to implement something. Pero importante doon, kailangan nating malaman kung paano natin ma-manage yung stress level natin. Kaya nga, the role of psychology in stress management. So, number one, ano ba yung tinatawag nating psychological principle? Ito yung tinatawag nating cognitive behavioral therapy. So, it helps change the negative thinking patterns rather. So, kung meron kang tinatawag na nakakaroon ka ng behavioral treatment, especially sa mga professionals, it can change your thinking pattern. And also, if psychology will take over for your stress management, magkakaroon ka ng mindful reduction anxiety, focusing on the most important moment. So, mindfulness. Napaka-importante kasi ng mindfulness because ito yung magbibigay sa'yo ng tinatawag nating we call stability. So, maging mindful ka sa mga ginagawa mo and then you're so if you're sensitive enough to discern those things, you can actually prioritize kung ano yung mga importante. At saka, yung emotional regulation natin, technique to improve your decision making. So, if you are mindful about the psychological stress na management, especially kung meron ka, if you're taking how to have tinatawag nating avoidable stress, it will benefit you in the long run. So, napakahalaga na meron kang professional at treatment pagdating sa tinatawag nating stress. Or, pwede din namang manggaling sa'yo yung how you will be able to avoid stress. Siguro, if you want to avoid stress, i-priority mo yung tinatawag nating scheduling, learning how to manage your time, and then the same time, iwasan mo yung mga walang bagay na hindi priority. So, those are the things na kailangan mong gawin if you want to have tinatawag nating mindful peacefulness. So, understanding this could help you prevent what we call yung stress level na to. So, anong benefit? So, if you will be able to understand and managing how you think and feel can greatly reduce stress. So, ikaw rin naman yung tutulong sa sarili mo, wala namang iba. So, all you have to do is, the best way is prioritize kung ano yung pinaka-importante. And kung kaya mong iwasan yung mga negative thinking, and at the same time talaga namang minsan nabo-burnout tayo eh. Maraming factor yung stress, hindi lang sa work, sa love life, sa priorities, sa family, sa friends, maraming maraming stress yan. Pero what we are discussing right now is yung tinatawag nating stress level pagdating sa trabaho. Kasi minsan ito yung nangungunang stress, lalo-lalo na pag if you're working with a company, nag-commute, yung relationship mo sa mga ka-empleyado mo, minsan di nagkakasundo, stress din yan. Saka yung mga deadlines, minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na hindi magandang priorities. Minsan nawawala na tayo doon sa guidelines. So, yun yung tinatawag nating stress talaga. But anyway, AI is here to help us to reduce stress, lalo-lalo na sa work natin. So, priority mo lang yung kung ano yung kailangan mo. Do not worry about tomorrow because sabi nga, let the tomorrow worry. Kung ano yung kaya mong i-control, yun lang yung kailangan mong gawin. And the rest, siguro it will be more beneficial if you will priority what is so important to your work. And the next thing is how AI solution for stress reduction. Nandun ba yung mga AI tools? If you are a business owner at ikaw yung mano-manong sumasagot sa mga inquiry, why not implement a AI chatbot para sumagot sa mga tinatawag nating inquiry. Meron tayong tinatawag na ManyChat, Webot. Ito yung tinatawag nating pwedeng sumagot na pwedeng mag-automate sa mga inquiry. Lalo-lalo na kung ikaw ay nasa e-commerce, na maraming nagtatanong sa product. So, maganda yung AI automation. It could reduce how you will be able to answer yung mga frequently asked question. Kaya na ni chatbot yan. So, pagdating naman sa medication and mindfulness, meron tayong tinatawag na AI-powered app na Calm, na saka Headspace. Pwede mo itong ma-download sa Google app and also sa tinatawag nating Apple Store, na wherein pwede mong kausapin sila na parang ano to tinatawag nating psychotherapeutic agent na sumasagot para sa'yo na kung meron kang problema, ay mayroon ka agad makakausap kasi mahalaga meron kang makausap in terms of trouble, in terms of yung anxiety, napakahalaga nito. So, meron din tayong AI-powered scheduling assistant na yung workload mo, it can improve your time management. So, pwede sila mag-booking doon sa tinatawag nating yung pamamaraan ng kung, for example, para hindi ka, alam mo na, yung hindi ma-manage mo yung time mo effectively. At the same time, it will reduce your workload. So, ito yung mga AI assistant na pwedeng tumulong sa'yo. Nandyan si HubSpot, nandyan si other AI tools na pwedeng magkaroon ka ng scheduling. So, how AI helps? So, ang maganda dito, it provides an easy or affordable access to mental health resources. And again, ang pinakamaganda rin dito, it supports personalized stress management and strategies. So, ang maganda dito with AI, you can now automate the task and free up your time. Kasi pag masyado tayong maraming ginagawa, maraming minsan nakakalimutan na natin yung mga importanteng bagay. Minsan na-overwhelm na tayo doon sa mga priorities natin. And this is one a very good example on how you can reduce your stress, and at the same time, when all things are automated na ginagawa mo, nagkakaroon ka ngayon ng mga importanteng bagay na oras at na pagbibigyan mo ng tuon pansin yung what we call your tasking or yung mga importanteng bagay na pwede mo nang gawin. And of course, ano yung mga case studies sa success dito sa paggamit ng AI? Merong isang Manila-based na gumamit ng AI chatbot. At ang kagandahan nito, it was reported that the employee mental health saw a 30% drop in reported stress level. Nakahinga yung kanilang mga employees sa mga tinatawag nating palaging frequently asked questions. So nakatulong daw si chatbot doon sa tinatawag nating reducing the what we call yung time na kailangan pang i-spend as employee. At meron namang mga business owner na nung gumamit na sila ng AI apps, nagkaroon sila ng better focus on nakatulong sa kanilang anxiety during the business peak hours. So, nagkakaroon ng mas prioritized na mga importanteng ginagawa yung mga tao when it comes to discussing or implementation sa mga, siguro yung lalong-lalo na maganda dito yung mga 9-to-5 jobs. Meron na tayong tinatawag na tasking kung ano yung mga mahirap, pinapagawa na lang nila kay AI. Sila, ginagawa na lang nitong mga tinatawag nating small business owner or yung mga tinatawag nating naka-employed, minomonitor na lang nila yung responses, and then they give their timely resources and responses doon sa mga ginagawa nila doon sa trabaho. So that's how AI application works in their businesses and application as well as those entrepreneurs. Okay, ang sunod na, teka lang, wait lang guys. So, ano ba yung mga actionable strategies na kailangan nating gawin as a business owner? So, kailangan natin gamitin yung AI as a tool to schedule tinatawag nating self-care. And then, ang pinakamaganda din dito, practice daily mindfulness sa mga breathing exercises. And at the same time, yung tinatawag nating mga psychological support para hindi tayo ma-overwhelmed. At ang maganda dito, if you learn AI, delegate your routine to AI assistant for automation. Lalo-lalo na yung if you learn, acquire a software na pwedeng talagang makatulong sa'yo. And then build support network with other entrepreneurs for shared advices, such as communities sa Facebook, sa LinkedIn, may mga communities dyan that they are sharing ideas, they are sharing experiences, how to enhance your workplace. So, ito yung tinatawag nating how you can have a actionable steps in order for us to be more productive rather than stress. So, with the use of AI, 60 to 70% nagkakaroon ng tinatawag nating transition of responsibility, yung lagi nating ginagawa, pwede nang gawin ni AI yun. Hindi katulad ng 5 years ago, tinatawag nating 10 years ago na wala pang ganito, talagang mano-mano. But with the advent of technology, it can be used to be more productive na kailangan mong gawin. At saka at the same time, if you want to build your network quickly, you are now sharing kung ano ba yung apps na, kung ano ba yung AI software na gumagana sa'yo. For example, HubSpot. For example, tinatawag nating Click AI na pwedeng tumulong sa'yo, Monday.com. Those are the example of tinatawag nating business CRM o Customer Relation Management na pwedeng tumulong sa client, sa business mo. And if you want us to help you with this kind of implementation, message lang po kayo sa amin. Now, we can help you how to have your own AI application para ma-implement natin doon sa inyong business. Whether you're starting or you are already have your own business, AI can help automate most of the tasks na hindi mo na kailangan paulit-ulit gawin. So, with this kind of actionable strategy, you will be able to give more importance time to your family, to your hobbies, to your sports. So, mas relax ka na ngayon. So, kaya andyan si AI if you want to have a more productive way of doing business. At saka the same time, kaya nga create si AI to be an assistant with our daily course natin, daily work natin, at saka the same time mga personal level of assistant. Kaya andyan si AI para tumulong sa atin. And of course, okay, actionable. Okay, what's next sa ating sa tinatawag nating recap. So, stress is a common challenge, but let's remember, ito ay manageable. So, psychology can offer proven methods to improve mental health, and AI tools can be more accessible and practical for business owners. So, call to action, start small by exploring AI tool and psychological technique today. Prioritize your mental health. It's the foundation of your business. So, sino ba naman ang ayaw na tinatawag nating magkaroon ng hindi magandang negosyo, but with the AI itself, we can now apply all this application that has been a proven method of strategy. So all you have to do is explore ka lang, and then pick a psychological technique na pwede makatulong sa'yo. And the same time, explore AI. Kung ano yung pwedeng maging partnership sa yung business. And then discover, ask question, research how it can be more productive if you want to have a thriving business. So guys, mali, napindot ko. So, thank you so much sa maiksing talakayan nating live na nakatulong sa inyo na how AI will be able to help you in the long way, preventing stress, and sometimes talaga namang hindi natin maiwasan na magkaroon ng tinatawag nating struggle. But with the help of AI, rest assured na at least 70 to 60% or more na you can alleviate your stress level. And at the same time, AI will do a lot of working for you, helping your business and the tasking to be done as soon as possible. And again, I made a mistake sa business ko, but remember, mistakes help me learn. So as well as with AI, takot tayo ngayon na i-approach pa si AI, but AI can actually help you learn how to be more productive in your business. Maraming salamat guys sa natin sa tinatawag nating discussion, and more to come, and hopefully may mga naandun na rin tayong mga guests na balik na ulit tayo sa ating live. At yung itong recorded video natin, automatic nang naka-upload na rin sa YouTube, kasi nga yung live natin mawawala to after 30 days kasi yun na yung ruling ni Facebook when you make live. So maraming salamat guys, at God bless sa ating lahat, and the same time ingat tayo sa ating mga work, and always remember na pinaka-importante pa rin yung health natin, especially our mental health. God bless, and see you again in our next live.